The goal of the Invincible City is to eliminate food deserts. Food deserts are defined by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention as, quote, areas that lack access to affordable fruits, vegetables, whole grains, low-fat milk, and other foods that make up the full range of a healthy diet, end quote. The U.S. Department of Agriculture defines it as a limited ability to access affordable, nutritious foods because they live far from a supermarket or large grocery store and do not have easy access to transportation. This can be especially true for those living in urban and low-income communities. Frederick Byarm, a former chef and restaurateur, has the recipe that eliminates food deserts. He calls the recipe Invincible City, and here is how it is composed. Ingredient number 1, 46 acres of urban land. Clear it or transform any building into storage, receiving, and warehousing. Being an urban land, it is important to address contamination issues. We have decided to build a vegetative cap, a technique used by the Environmental Protection Agency, which involves installing a permeable fabric and covering it with 18 inches or more of clean soils and plants. It's an important tool in bioremediation of metal contamination in soils. Ingredient number 2, local residents. We'll enroll these families into the Human Capital Development Program called Invincible Families, a 6-month paid program where the workers are instructed in workplace dynamics, conflict resolution, budgeting, financial literacy, cooking, customer service skills, communication skills, leadership, lean manufacturing, recycling and composting, aquaponics, team building, Kaizen, nutrition, and basic gardening. On completing the 6 months training, residents will be transferred to work full-time with Invincible City Farms. They will be assigned to one of the several teams based on preferences, strengths, and company needs. Some of the teams include customer service, sales and markets, food preparation, grounds and maintenance, clerical and administrative, indoor farming, aquaponics, and warehouse and logistics. Ingredient number 3. While training is ongoing, facilities like greenhouses, office spaces, biodigester, living and wellness center, supermarket, refrigerated storage and warehouse, and a farm-to-table restaurant will be constructed. The teams will stay together and continue training until their areas are operational. The grounds team will start on land recovery, soil health, and growing beds. The customer services team will start the development of our customer engagement programs, cooking classes, and demonstrations. The clerical and admin team will start on the IT plan, establish data collection, grant writing, and food safety procedures. The warehouse and logistic team will start to establish their operations procedures. The sales and market team will start building our B2B clients, establishing where and how to establish farm stand locations and meals sales opportunities across the city. Any resident not ready to move to any specific team will be given more time within the initial program. Once the greenhouses and growing beds are ready, we'll produce non-certified organic food like garlic, onions, sweet potatoes, hot and sweet peppers, cilantro, collard greens, cabbage, tomatoes, oregano, and romaine lettuce. Our production lines will produce frozen tilapia fillets, sofrito, and sweet potato fries. Our meal preparation team will begin with traditional entrees within the Latino and African American communities. Ingredient number 4, public space. An affordable supermarket and farm-to-table waterfront restaurant will also be open to sell prepared meals and coffee to the public. The site will also feature open green space with access to the waterfront, connecting the farm site and the Living and Wellness Center to the green spaces and neighborhood parks. The public will be able to see a working farm operation, learn how to grow food for themselves, walk along the waterfront, ride their bikes from one park to another, and maybe catch a glimpse of the nesting American bald eagles that are nesting in the area. This recipe, when complete, feeds a community nutritious items, employs 150 plus residents, creates its own energy, provides independence for local residents, strengthens a city, and completely eliminates a food desert.